down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him.
They get through, and it's blocked. Scoops it up, breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Gonna run it. It's Braswell. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10. And the Gators moving quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. The hand to the running back. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Quarterback keeper. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. It might be a gamble to go for it on fourth down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but it caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. No huddle here for the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. To go, the offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the run, still looking. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
The run to the right. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Hokies line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Pressure coming. Still looking on the move. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
After the misfire, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. These fans touching the figurative hokey stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Throws it back. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Gators will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Get another look at this hokey offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Makes the catch. It's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Intercepted.
tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. On the run, it's Martin. Can't get him to the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat, and it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
Looking downfield on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And the Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
29 Philly, 2-9.
They'll try the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Let's go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's caught. It's Wiggins. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UMass. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bring in the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Gator fans love to see their teams light up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Motion from the back. Give to the running back. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
When you're seeing the pass rush on the 2nd play of the drive, they dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Under fire. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
That is why you have to contain this guy. If you let him get out, he is an explosive play waiting to happen. And after that big gainer, I'd like to see how this defensive coordinator is going to try to get after him as the game goes on, because a play like that can make you rethink your entire game plan.
The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. From the red zone, looking for a man. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll immediately call timeout. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The incompletion brings up a second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Braswell. There he goes. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this third down. Throws for the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Touchdown, Hokies! And they turn it into a defensive score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll send the back in motion. Direct snap. It's Daniels. Still on his feet at the 35. Flying down the left side. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown Gators! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 11 to James Madison. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a crease. It's Martin. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
He might want another play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They kick it away on 4th down. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the direct snap, it's Daniels. It falls incomplete. How about the trickeration on 1st down that just goes awry?
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Daniels. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's open on the right, and he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this hooky offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
Right back to the well. Finds a crease at the 20. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Quarterback making adjustments. The give to the back. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB threw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Turning it on. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
On the snap, it's Simmons. Shakes off the defender.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Martin. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run the toss. And he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
On to attempt the try.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by just 1 over James Madison. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Finds his man. It's Braswell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gators want to move quickly. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to. He'll take a shot. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Gators trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pocket breaking down. Got it behind the line. It's Braswell. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Gators in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. So a drive there of 82 yards. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
The give to the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On the ground, it's Martin. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They go to the ground. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Ball security is job security. You give the ball to your running back. You give the ball to your playmaker. You expect him to take care of the football, especially in these situations. All we're trying to do is run clock. Get that thing. Get out of here. We got the lead by 2 possessions. Try to find a way not to do what we just did. That's a horrible turnover there.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Here's the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. On target to the left. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The fourth down try goes awry, and that might just do it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.